Feel the heart. Experience the soul. Community Pulse.
I want to put I know when we say comprehensive, it's, holistic, we want to include everything, but we want to give you a spiritually comprehensive sex education. Absolutely. So that child within you has the answers to the questions that you would one day, or that you should be, answering for your own child.
Yes, because just the recent experience, Sister Qadira, I did a course with teachers, training the trainers, and the guy who did the video, he said to me, Sister Mahuba, I was like, I watched this video over and over because of what you shared with the teachers.
Yeah.
I wish I knew all these things that you actually shared with the teachers.
Yes.
So we say shukr to Allah, because we cannot just talk to the children today, especially the teenagers,
yes,
about don't do this and don't do that. You have to give them the scientific proof.
Yes.
The scientific proof, and you have to link scientific proof with revelation. That connection today is necessary.
It's definitely necessary.
It's so necessary, because also when it comes to puberty, Sister Qadira, we need to also know that we should not lie to our children.
Oh, definitely not.
Never refuse to answer questions about sex. But most of the time, because of the parent is not equipped, I feel, or rather ill-equipped, they will rather turn the other way. You know what I mean? Or brush it aside.
Yes.
And that is how they cope with the whole idea. Right? Always find a way to give the right explanation in a right manner and within the understanding and capacity of your child. So who knows your child best? It's the parent.
Yes, the parent would know their child best.
So I feel through this series, Sister Qadira, and of what is happening within society, Allah is actually calling us unto Him. We must use this opportunity really to return back to Allah and put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the bedroom, like we said. Right? So also never reproach your child for asking questions about sexual relations by accusing him or her of interest of indecent things.
Which is what is the norm in today's society.
I mean? Also, be sure you represent sex and sexuality as Allah ordained or God ordained its right uses, as decent, good, and actually something sacred and pure. So also make your child understand early enough that good things may be put to sinful uses as well. And I think that is key.
Yes.
Right? So when children do ask us, where do I come from?
Yeah.
And I'm sure as parents we heard numerous kind of stories. It's either the stork or the monkey or whatever.
ShopRite.
Whatever. Right? So tell them the truth. Let the mother say, you grew into a baby inside of me. Here under my heart. So you connect that feeling or that information or that teachings with love, Sister Qadira.
Yes.
No? So I feel this is the way we should be going, inshallah. So we we're not going to give you word for word how to go about it, but at least we're giving you a guideline, what your attitude should be, around this particular concept.
Yes.
That it's not really something shameful and sinful to talk about, right? Because things are happening with our bodies as we grow from being a fetus to a girl baby or boy baby. So, but I feel the time now is so we're living in a beautiful time where we can bring this consciousness and rise above to what's happening in schools, Sister Qadira, even though we need to protest and allow it not to happen. We, Alhamdulillah, have something in place.
Yes.
We have the godly alternative. We have the missing dimension in sex. That is what we are sitting with.
Definitely.
From a creator's perspective. Because he is the premise and he is also giving us the purpose why we need procreate, why we are beings that procreate, that we are orgasmic beings, right? And this phenomenon actually runs through all of creation.
Yes.
Right? Not only through humans, but through animals and plants and all of that.
All of them.
Yeah. So here we learn that connection. So automatically when we have that particular connection between Allah and what His commands are, right? And it will give us that particular satisfaction, Sister Qadra. There's a host of verses within Surah Al-Araf where Allah speaks to the parent. When Allah says that, I'm just speaking verbatimly.
Yes.
When Allah speaks to the parent, when you carry this child, when your wife becomes with child, then you pray to Allah for a beautiful, healthy child.
Yes.
But as soon as the child is born, then you actually guide this child to other gods. So isn't this not what we're doing, Sister Qadira? We pray for a healthy child. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to actually help her through her labor and all of that. That is when we pray.
Yes.
But as soon as the child is there,
We seem to forget.
then we tend to forget. Isn't this also this whole CSE curriculum, if we allow this this curriculum to be our teacher, is that not really also, telling out or guiding our children to listen to other gods?
Or lack thereof.
Absolutely.
Which is, which seems to be the case when you listen to the feedback coming from other religious other religions or other religious organizations. They are also opposed to this on the grounds of morality.
Yeah. You see, Sister Qadra, things that will come through this particular program, which is the fact of masturbation. That we're going to cover next week, inshallah. And we're going to look at also at the truth about it. Because, and we're also going to look at circumcision, right? The truth about it. Yes. Because we circumcise our children, but we don't know why. And circumcision is not mentioned in the book, in the Quran. Breastfeeding is mentioned in the book. 6 times.
But circumcision is not.
It's not. But why do we need to circumcise our sons? Or why is it healthy to circumcise our sons?
Yes.
Right? And also this particular, because all the books that you get today is that it allows, it says it's not wrong for children, for young boys to masturbate. Right? And we're going to give the proof. But the beauty is also we're going to speak about sex from a spiritual perspective.
Yes.
When we speak about the spiritual ovum and the spiritual sperm. Imagine that those particular, the two seeds coming together, Sister Qadra, and it becomes a human. Isn't it a spiritual
it's a spiritual experience. It's a spiritual phenomenon. But that is obviously not what your children are going to be exposed to. Now, Sister Mahbooba Davids joins me in studio for part 2 of our conversation on part 2 of our conversations. This is Pathways to Sexual Courtesy. I am taking your questions and comments through via WhatsApp 0786101112. Any questions that you have with regard to how you should be approaching this conversation. Maybe your kids have already asked you questions that you haven't answered, that you have brushed aside. This is the platform for you to pose those questions. We will give you the guidelines. We will also, start speaking about, which conversations are best, which conversations need to happen at the appropriate
time.
At the appropriate time in terms of, age stamps. And I suppose, Sister Mahbooba, it is worth mentioning that there are certain conversations that you can have with your daughters at a particular age that you cannot have with your sons. And that is just because, girls do tend to reach age of understanding a lot sooner than boys.
Yes.
It's a completely natural thing. And so all of those sort of guidelines we will come to. But I want to go, we are speaking about approaching this conversation and the sideline conversations about it, because we think that when we're speaking, the the curriculum, the proposed curriculum, is comprehensive in the sense.
Feel the heart. Experience the soul. Community Pulse.